Welcome back. Now, top on the brief this morning, the People's Democratic Party Governors Forum has called on President Bola Tinubu to review Nigeria's macroeconomic and fiscal policies. During its meeting held in Jos, Plateau State, Chairman of the group and Governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, says the forum is concerned about the economic hardship in the country as a result of the policies of the current administration, and notes that the PDP governors will continue to aggressively pursue policies and programs that will ensure progress and development in their states.
The forum calls on the President to urgently review both macroeconomic and fiscal policies that will address the welfare and well-being of Nigerians. The forum wishes to pledge that all PDP governors will continue to aggressively pursue policies and programs that will reduce the hardship and ensure progress and development.
The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has called on President Bola Tinubu to order an investigation into alleged 57 billion naira of public funds missing, diverted, or stolen in the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation in 2021. In a statement by its Deputy Director, Kolawole Oluwadari, SERAP is asking the President to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Mr. Lateef Fagbemi, and appropriate anti-corruption agencies to probe the allegations. And to Edo State now, where the governor, Mr. Monday Okwevolo, has approved the formation of a 14-member State Assets Verification Committee to investigate the administration of his predecessor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki. The Chief Press Secretary to the governor, Mr. Fred Itua, while confirming this in a statement, said the committee, which will be inaugurated on Tuesday at the Government House in Benin City, the state capital, will be chaired by Dr. Ernest Omakie. Now to security, the Nigeria Police Force says its explosive ordnance disposal unit has recovered unexplored military ordnances in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. A statement by the Force Public Relations Officer, Mr. Olumuyiwa Adejobi, says following reports from vigilant residents, the explosive ordnance disposal team was deployed to secure the affected areas, and all ordnances were safely evacuated without any loss of life, injury, or property damage. And the governor of Yobe State, Mai Malabuni, has approved the payment of 70,000 naira minimum wage to the state civil servants with effect from December 2024. The governor's spokesperson, Maman Mohammed, says the approval followed a recommendation of the Committee on Minimum Wage constituted by the state government. The committee had recommended a reconciliation of local government finances to ensure a hitch-free transition process of the local government councils from the existing salary structure to the new minimum wage. And in business, the Dangote petroleum refinery has announced a reduction in its price of the premium motor spirit to 970 naira per litre for oil marketers. The company's chief branding and communications officer, Mr. Anthony Chiejina, said in a statement that the decision is the refinery's way of appreciating Nigerians for their unwavering support in making the refinery a dream come true, and also assured the public of quality PMS. And on the international scene, after 2 exhausting weeks of chaotic bargaining and sleepless nights at COP29, nearly 200 nations have agreed on a bitterly negotiated climate deal, which will see a $300 billion pledge from wealthier nations. However, proper nations most at the mercy of worsening disasters dismissed the amount, describing it as insultingly low. Nations had struggled to reconcile long-standing divisions over how much rich nations most accountable for historic climate change should provide to poorer countries least responsible but most impacted by Earth's rapid warming. And in the world of sports, Mohamed Salah fired Liverpool 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League table as the leaders survived a scare from 20th placed Southampton. Thanks to the Egypt Stars' second half double in a 3-2 away win, Liverpool have left second place Manchester City trailing in their wake after the champions' shocking 4-0 defeat against Tottenham Hotspur. And that's it on the top stories. But what are you saying about some of the big stories making headlines? Are you talking about the just concluded COP29, where it was a difficult, victory for developing countries, with 30% of what they negotiated for coming through following negotiations between wealthy countries who are most responsible for climate change in the country? Or are you talking also about, the report by the Auditor General of the Federation, which has uncovered contract irregularities in MDAs totaling 179 billion naira, of course, which will form much of our talking points today on the program.